Hey, do you have like a pinch in your shoulder, or maybe some crunching and popping, maybe a little bit of grinding, or just pain and discomfort and tightness when you lift your arm, whether it's this way, yep, for me right here, or this way? If so, you could be dealing with something called shoulder impingement. And what that means is the head of your humerus here comes up into the socket and it connects, right? And your collarbone goes right over here, right over to where your humerus is. You can feel it, right? And that space is called, the space between your humerus and your collarbone is called the subacromial space. And what happens is when these muscles here, bicep, front delts, chest, sometimes even upper traps, they get tight. And they pull the head of that humerus into that socket and they squish the subacromial space, which is where you get the popping, clicking, grinding, pinching, all that really uncomfortable stuff. So one of my favorite things to do to fix that is a banded distraction. However, it's not a one-stop shop, right? So today we're going to go through an entire quick workout that you can do so you can get back to doing push-ups safely, and you can get back to playing safely. Because the thing is, when we start doing, like for me, it was too many push-ups today. So as I'm doing my push-ups, I'm realizing that there's a muscle imbalance going on because these muscles are over tight and these are weak. And when you do too much, that just gets worse and it pulls this way. So just stretching won't help. We also have to strengthen what's weak. And so we're going to go through that. So the first thing you want to do is you want to grab a massage tool. My favorite is this Jaku Muscle Blaster. This is the V2. It's the big heavy one, but they make little tiny ones that are like this size, which are great for traveling and touring. If you don't have one, you can also use a lacrosse ball. If you're going to use the lacrosse ball, you're going to put it between you and the wall. You're going to roll your chest just underneath the collarbone. Right, I'll show you that in a second. And you're going to roll down over your shoulder. So with the Muscle Blaster, I'm going to put it on level 3. I'm going to go right underneath my collarbone, looking for tender points. Oh, there's one. That's nice. It's a little bit like talking into a fan, but when you find that spot, you want to hang out on it and hold it for a little bit, right? You might find that even pec minor down here is tight. Maybe bring your arm out to the side, see if you got a little bit of a stretch, if that makes it a little bit more. You're looking for what's worse. And if you don't have a lot, that's fine. But we're just going to calm down the area. That's nice. Okay. So you're going to get your chest, and then you're going to go over to the front of your shoulder, right? This is your anterior delt, front delt, and then we're going to go down your bicep, okay? Once you get all in that entire area, and if you feel like there's another area you should get to, by all means do it. But these are the areas that tend to overwork, especially when doing push-ups, and we're going to get to the weaker muscles that didn't kick in for me today. But as a flute player, I did this. So these muscles here are all tight. Now you want to stay away from your neck, just FYI, with this guy. You don't want to be using percussion on your cervical spine. So if you need to use a lacrosse ball, what that's going to look like is you're going to find a spot between you and the wall. You're just going to roll back and forth like that. Oh, I kind of like that better actually. I like both. But same thing, you're going to find that tender spot. If you don't have a most tender spot, that's fine. Just roll around until it calms down, okay? Then you're going to go in the front of the shoulder. So for me, right in there. Don't press really hard. You have the bicep groove, or the groove of the bicep tendon comes up here. We don't want to disturb that. We don't want to grind in there very much. We're just trying to get this front delt to calm down a little bit. So don't press super hard, okay? Okay, so next what we're going to do is we're going to stretch that area. Okay, so for me, it's my left side. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to stretch my chest and the front of my shoulder. I use this as a bicep stretch a lot, but it's also an anterior delt stretch. So I'm going to use this corner here. You can also just use the wall if that's all you have. So first step, you're going to put your arm at 90 degrees. And for me, this is pretty twingy today, right? So it feels a little not happy. So 90 degrees is going to be too much. So I'm going to bring it down. And if you get that same uncomfortable feeling, just bring it down, okay? So I'm going to step forward. This is my left side. I'm stepping forward with my left foot. You're going to bring that arm down. I want you to squeeze your shoulder blade on that left side, and then make sure you twist your body away. Now this doesn't have to be a large motion, But make sure you're actually twisting your torso away from the wall as you're squeezing your shoulder blade, that you're not just turning your head. I see that a lot. But you're squeezing and twisting, and I want you to count to 30. So the body stretch reflex doesn't chill out essentially until about 30 seconds. So you're just going to hold this. Right? If it's too much, you come down. Okay? Then we're going to go bicep stretch. You're going to put your arm out to the side, and again, if it's too much, you can come down. Find the most comfortable spot for you. And then you're going to straighten it out. If your elbow gives you trouble, hold your entire arm against the wall. And then we're just going to twist away. Oh, that's nice. Find that right position for you. It doesn't have to be here, here, but you'll notice that the position of my hand is here. This is not as effective, I feel, and same with this, because of how you're rotating the head of your humerus. So start this way, and if you want to experiment to find what's best for you, by all means, but start with this direction. And once you find that, again, you're twisting away. Once you find that, you're going to hold for 30 seconds. If you get any tinglies in your palm, back off, because that means you've got a nerve that's getting messed with, and nerves don't like to be messed with, right? So we're going to hold and relax. 30 seconds. Now we get to the fun part. We're going to do some distractions. What I've got here is an inch and a half band. I get these. You can get these on my website. This one is from Perform Better. It's a giant rubber band. And what I like is being able to put it up high for most people, but I'm going to show you some other options in case this doesn't feel good to you. So what you're going to do, you're going to reach through. So your arm is going to go through here. Let the band hold you, okay? And then come around and let your hand hold the band. So the band's holding you, you're just holding on. All you're going to do, well, you can't see. All you're going to do is lean back. This is a very passive stretch. This is traction, right? So again, this way. And then you're going to come back, and back, and back, until you feel that really nice bit of traction right here in the shoulder. And that's all I'm doing, is I'm just letting my body weight pull. I'm not gripping. I am totally relaxed here. I'm not pulling against, nothing like that, right? So what you're going to do is you can hang out here for up to 2 minutes. You're really just going to know. Now, most people don't want to go past that. You're going to know when you've had enough. Now, let me show you, since you can't see it from that angle. This is what it looks like from the other side. And if you want to add a little PNF stretching, oh, that's nice. If you want to add a little PNF stretching, what you can do is you're going to look at my lats here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to gently, maybe 5% of what I can do, pull your shoulder down, just 3, 2, 1, relax. And it should go a little farther. Now, you're not doing this like this. You're not doing a ton of reps here, okay? You're just doing a little bit. We're going to pull down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. Oh, that's nice. Okay, so you're just going to do that a few times, somewhere between 3 and 7 seconds. And as you can see, I'm barely moving. You want to go 5 to 10% of what you do. Relax. Okay, so that's one way. There's several. I'm going to keep on with my left side since it's the bothersome side. So we just did this direction, right? Okay, second direction. You can go this way. And that's going to give a really nice stretch all through here. For some people, it might be a little intense. Some people, it might be exactly what you need. Third variation. You're going to go overhead. So from here to behind my head. And then you're just going to step forward and let it pull you. Okay? You're going to know if you need it or not, because you'll get that. For me, that's crunchy. That doesn't feel good right now. This is the one that does. When you do find it, you're going to hang out until you're done. Right? You'll know immediately, because you'll get that sense of, oh, that's so nice. You'll get that sense of relief and relaxation. It's just like, oh, wonderful. There we go. We're going to hang out here. So this is your money-making move right here. Okay? This is your money maker. One of these. This one, or the over-the-head one. Okay? Now, if you don't have a way to hook this up nice and high like this, totally understand. This is great if you're in the gym. Say you don't have a gym. No problem. What you need a doorknob. So we're going to use a doorknob. You're going to use a piece of furniture. Let me show you with a piece of furniture. I really like this one best. So I'm just going to use the bottom of this chair to hook it up. like this. And what you're going to do, this is really best done with like a sofa. Okay? A really sturdy sofa leg. I'm not going to exactly do it because I want to make sure that you can see what I'm doing. But you're going to get on all fours. We want to have a straight line from the chair to your hips. And then you just lean back. Right? And that should feel nice. Okay. So, another option, you can use a doorknob. And that's going to look like this. And again, just a close-up so you can see how thick this is. Okay. Doorknob, you're going to go both sides like that. So as you can see, I went round and round both doorknobs. Okay. Now, it's going to swing a little bit. That's fine. Doesn't matter. But now you're anchored. That's all that matters. And from there, you're just going to do the same thing. So, number one. Oh, so nice. That's the one that I need for sure. Number one. Number two. Or number three. Okay? So that's how you do it. Now, if none of these really work for you, that's also fine. Sometimes I find that occasionally just getting some traction to pull out, where this one would, if you need out, this one will probably be the one that feels best because you're going that way. It's pulling you that way. But sometimes that doesn't feel as good, and the magic pill is going to be down. So you need to find something to hook it to that's nice and low. We're going to use this piece of furniture right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to let it pull me. I'm going to find the direction that feels good, and it's going to pull me down. Oh, that's nice too. That's good. So be patient with this. Okay. I know we've gone through a bunch of them by now. You're probably done. But hopefully one of these will work for you later in case it doesn't work now. Because every situation is different. Just because one feels good today doesn't mean the next time this happens is going to be the one you need. That feels really nice. Feels like a perfect. It feels like it's stretching the thing that is over tight. Oh, it's so nice. Yeah, and just hang out. Okay, I'm going to come back to that. All right, so now that we have stretched those muscles that are tight, now we've got to actually strengthen the muscles that are weak that led to this problem. Because just because something is tight, you also have to strengthen what's weak. Otherwise, that imbalance continues, we're going to get right back to where we are. So in my position, or in my case, flute playing and push-ups. And I was doing narrow push-ups like this. So the serratus anterior is a huge culprit for impingement. When it is weak, things just don't work right? So the muscles of the rear muscles of the rotator cuff, which externally rotate you, and your serratus anterior, those ones we're going to cover today. So to activate your serratus anterior, there are a couple. One of my favorites is to do a straight arm pull down. You want really light weight. Okay, so I'm going to use this band here, and I'm going to hook it to something high. So this is great. If you're in the gym, this is your gym option. You're going to hook it to something high. You're going to go straight arms, belly buttons in. You're going to roll your shoulders down and pull straight down. And keep your shoulders pulled down as you go straight back. Yes, you get some of your lats, but you also really you'll feel these muscles right here. Right? That's what we're going for. So say you don't have a gym. That's totally fine. We're going to use a furniture mover. So this is a fancy one with sock on it. But this is a valve slide. But you can get furniture movers at Lowe's or Home Depot or Walmart for $1, right? Just do that. So what you're going to do, the key here is the motion is done while you pull your shoulder down and you push away with a straight arm. That's the key. Okay? So what it looks like, you're going to put your arm straight out in front of you, pull your shoulder down, square up, belly buttons in nice and strong, and push up. This is a little bit more advanced because I feel like a lot of people don't get this. They try to bend their elbow or they try to shrug. I'm going to show it to you anyway. Pull down, pull your shoulder down, straight arm and push up. Make sure you don't block your knees, okay? When you get it, you'll feel it right here. Say you didn't get that one. Join the club. You're going to use a foam roller. This one's probably my favorite. Okay? So how this one looks, let's bring you with me. How this one looks You're going to come up to the wall, one foot in front of the other. I want you to pull your belly button in, tuck your butt, pull in, and squeeze. Okay, so now all this is locked. You can go through that again. One foot in front of you, pull in your belly button, tuck your butt, and squeeze. Right, so, got it? Then you're going to put your foam roller about face height, thumbs facing towards your face. Now you're holding all of this. Pull your shoulders, do a shoulder roll, and hold them down. Are you still pulling in your abs and squeezing your butt? Pull down, then push against the roller as you push up. Relax. Pull down, push up. So the point, like I said, not straight arms, but we're pulling the shoulders down and pushing up. We're going to do 10 to 15 of these or until you really feel it. Push up. We're not worried about the down. Push up. Make sure your belly button's in. You're still squeezing. Pull down and push up. Now I'm starting to feel it. Sometimes it takes a few. Okay? This is 6. Pull those shoulders down, press up. 8. Oh yeah. Now if you start to feel it in your back, if you switch, remember squeeze, tuck, pull down, push up. And you're not pressing really hard. You're just pressing hard enough to feel it. And I like these better than like the serratus punches you feel. I feel like those do nothing. But those are my favorites. The last one you're going to do, I call it a no money drill. And you can do these a whole bunch of different ways. You've seen these before. You've seen people do them with dumbbells. I don't like them with dumbbells as much because they're not as effective. But you have a band, and it can be a band with handles. That's fine. Just can use this doorknob. So we've seen people do this, right? This is good for getting Terry's major, minor, and oh gosh, my brain just left me. The muscles of the rotator cuff on the back side. There's one more, and I always say the wrong one, so apologies there. But you're gonna square up to it to the side. Belly button's in, chest is up, shoulders are back and down. You're gonna squeeze that. I'm assuming I have a handle here. You're gonna squeeze here. If you don't, go underhand and rotate out. Okay? Here's what you want to know when you do this. If this is too heavy, you're gonna shrug, or you're gonna get to the end of the motion and you're gonna move your wrist. So if you see this. You've gone too far, it means the band is too heavy. Okay? And the point is you're squeezing that shoulder. And ideally, have something right here. Okay? You're squeezing that shoulder and back. And squeeze. Okay? And if you feel it anywhere else, are you squeezing? Are you squeezing down and squeezing in? Because if not, you'll feel it other places. You should feel it right here. No money drill looks like this. You're going to go palms out because it looks like, I don't have any money, right? It's the, I don't have any money without the shrug, okay? So same thing, belly button's in, nice strong, roll those shoulders down, palms up, squeeze your elbows tight into your sides, come out, and back in. This is a very controlled motion. It's like a 2-2-2 count. So we go 1, 2, hold 2, 1, 2. You can even go slower. If it's not heavy enough, you double up on the band. That's a little too heavy, right? Because you can't go very far without shrugging or moving or cheating or doing something with your knees or arching your back. Any other kind of motion is just a clue that it's too heavy, right? So you want to do about 10 to 15 of these, okay? And that will be a great way, there we go, to get you on your way to getting back to playing. Oh, now I'm feeling it. So you're squeezing those shoulder blades back, tucking your elbows into your side. It's just like you're saying, I don't have any money. Let's strengthen those muscles. You're done. That sounded funny. I just meant to, never mind. Just never mind. So you come out, hold, then slow. Ooh, I'm starting to feel it on the backs of my shoulders. That feels good. Now, if you feel it starting to come up here, might be time to stop. Means that's getting a little over involved. How's it feel? Definitely feels better. Okay, you might have to do this one a couple of times. You might have to go through some of the steps. Definitely, if you're going to keep playing, or you're going to do more push-ups, or you know what the activity was that caused it, do this routine before you do that activity. And then follow up with the stretches after the activity again. That will calm things down and make sure things don't get back in this position. Keep up with the distractions, especially. You can do them multiple times a day. Pretty soon, you're going to get this to go away. I know it's annoying, it's frustrating, it's painful, but thanks for joining me. It's going to go away. See you next time.